Thanks to EA for sponsoring today's video. Whilst everybody now knows about Conduit, I've actually known about her for quite a while and learned a lot about her abilities. The first time I played Conduit was back in late August. I've had a lot of time to think about her abilities and I've put as many hours as I possibly could into her to try and figure out where she really fits into the meta. And today I'm going to share my honest thoughts about her. I'm not going to over-exaggerate her potential. I'm not going to say she's better than she really is. I'm going to give the honest, raw opinion of how she can play, where she fits into the meta, and I'll be doing it live with a raw commentary over one of the new TDM mixtape maps coming in Season 19 Ignite. I think the best thing we can do is just jump straight into it. This is probably going to be the most in-depth overview of how Conduit really feels to play. You've seen her abilities, but this is how she's really going to feel when you get her hands on her. I think that Conduit, first and foremost, is going to have a bit of friction for new players who try her because they're going to wonder why Conduit is not doing so well for them. And the main reason is it's communication with your team. Much like Newcastle, we're just healing up our horizon there. Much like Newcastle and, to be honest, even like Lifeline to some extent. You want to communicate with your team when it comes to when you use your tactical, because it's got a large cooldown and you do want to use it at the right time, and you kind of want to always have it up when it's available. You know what I mean? Yeah, we just got healed by my teammate, which is great. So in this example, I can pop this bat safely because I've got that excess bit of health. Yeah, but I think that for that reason, solo queue players and people who sort of play her for, I would say, you know, for pubs and stuff, may not find as much value. And that's going to cause a lot of people, it's going to be the same deal as like someone like Catalyst in Newcastle. They're going to start with people saying, she's not good enough. I'm not going to play her, right? But once like high-level players get a chance to really test her out and see how good she is on a team that's communicating, I think the script will the script will flip. That's what I want to say. Yeah. Oh. Whoa. It might take a while for that to happen, but my predictions with Conduit are after like a few months per se, her pick rate and rank will probably start to slowly rise because the tactical with a well-communicating team is really powerful to keep team fights going, to give extra power when you need it the most. Oh, where is everybody? Oh my god. And that's going to be huge. Just imagine like you're in the late game, right? And your teammate is pushing a fight. And then they get full shields again to re-engage. But the trouble is you can't just do that without any sort of communication, because if you just pop your tactical whilst your teammate is in the middle of a fight, what's actually going to happen is it's going to get cancelled by someone damaging them. You need your teammate to communicate and say like, I'm going to go behind cover, can you heal me for like a split second? That's kind of what you need. Nice. Let me put that down. And I think that's one big issue. But like I say, that is oh my god, they're getting toasted. An element of using the legend without communication. And that's just the tactical, right? The art is pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. Oh, I love that wingman. Let's get upstairs. Yo, you just put it down. I mean, look at this. It is nasty. Look at all this area just absolutely covered. But once again, a well-timed ultimate in the late game is going to really set you up to winning matches. So I think it's really important. Look at that. My passive there really helped. So, I do think there is that downside. She almost has a bit of a... People will play her and get bored of her unless they're playing well in a communicator team. And And it's just like Catalyst. People are just going to be like, meh, not that good. Give it a few months. People will get the hang of her. People will play her in competitive settings. And then I think her true power will be realized. And I do think that she has it. Oh, that's a... Oh, I love that wingman. Yeah, that would be a perfect chance to really showcase just how good she is. But it's going to take a few months. There's one other aspect of Conduit's play that I'd really like to touch on. And that is sort of like the pub stomping playstyle. You know how like Catalyst is a really good legend for pubs? Same with Watson. It's because of like how... well, Pele's got good aim. How effective their abilities are at just slowing down pushes and creating 1v1s instead of 1v3s. I think that Conduit's ultimate is going to have a lot of that power. And the ability to just quickly sort of use your ult to block positions as well. It's going to be good. That's the wingman. I would really like that. So yeah, I really hope that we have that opportunity to try her in a sort of like no-fill pub setting if the matchmaking next season isn't too crazy, because I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. Imagine just putting down your ult and just absolutely destroying people. Oh dear, oh dear. Look how crazy it is, man. That's what I mean. We got caught off guard there, and it was absolutely wild. I just really want to get my hands on the wingman now. The wingman with the... Oh, there we go. Nice. The Skull Piercer Elite. It ignores headshot damage reduction. We've talked a little bit about it, you know. I do think there's a lot of potential for her, and a lot of fun potential for those players that want to kind of main her. But I don't imagine she's going to have a massive pick rate. I feel like the fire rate is a little faster as well. Maybe not. But it does have boosted loader. Oh no! Oh god! All right. No, man! I lost my wingman again. The thing is with the Skull Piercer Elite is you still need to hit your headshots, otherwise it's not as useful, is it? I don't necessarily say if there's like a massively high skill ceiling with Conduit. I think that it's going to be like genuinely just down to communication with your team. That's basically it, you know. Let me get that. Nice. Got my wingman. Let's try and put it to good use. You can use a tactical so effectively. They did a really good job with these UI icons. When I first tested her, it was a bit like unclear to know when someone is using the tactical, like when an enemy is using it. Now they have this like bubble over them. You know when there's like a Conduit with their tactical up because she has a bubble around her. There's a lot of info to kind of go off. Oh dear. I'm gonna heal. I should have healed the other player. You gotta point at the player you want to heal, otherwise it's not gonna work. Luckily she is now healing me. That's really great. 2 conduits is nuts. I really do like the idea though of having a legend that is more active in providing support role to the team. You know, we have Gibby, Newcastle and Lifeline, which all just feel like... Look at this, I can just be like, here, have some shields, right now. Although she did get shot, so it kind of cancelled it, which is a shame. Yeah, all the other legends are about picking up your teammates faster, you know? I mean, I want to have abilities in the fight, you know? I don't want to have to use my abilities when my team has already lost their engagement, you know what I mean? Upstairs. Nice. The wingman base damage has gone up as well. I think it's 50 per bullet now. Man, it's crazy. It is crazy. So we got to hide behind cover, let our thing heal up. It's so hard to use, dude. Oh my god. I wish I had my tactical right now. This would be a perfect time to have a tactical. Like, imagine you would make just a small escape, right? And in that time, you pop your tactical. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Oh, yes, there we go. She's going that way. She's trying to rotate around. Alright, heal myself up. Wait for the heal. Here we go. Yeah, you turn a corner and then suddenly you have full shield again. Would that not be crazy? I feel like the potential, like, in pubs for that is great. Oh! Oh my god, it's crazy up here. We need to deal with these things. They last for a long time as well. But yeah, you can't just destroy them. Almost out of wingman ammo. There's another one on the ground. It's really weird that, to me, I never really feel like I do that well with the wingman, but apparently I have the most number of kills on it. This is really a surprise. Let's heal up the teammate. There we go. Gives her a bit of time. For example, now that player's pushing. Oh, wait, we're going up. We're going up. Let's go. Oh, dude, the 3-tap with the wingman. I don't have my tactical. It's quite a long cooldown. I feel like you gotta give the Conduit the gold helmet. Catalyst also got a nerf, so there's almost a bit of more space for it now. You know what I mean? Bit more space for Conduit. We'll see though. Gotta remember that she's also a support legend, which helps a lot. Oh no! Ah, I didn't know there were 2 behind there. That's crazy. That is crazy. But I'd like to hear what your opinions are, seeing Conduit's gameplay. You know, obviously it's quite a different experience when you just have a bunch of creators playing. It's not really the live game. But I think she's pretty fun. She's not like amazing. She's not going to be super OP. She doesn't really have any movement ability. You can kind of time the passive so that you get your movement speed boost when you want to, with a bit of like practice and understanding. I did kind of touch on that on my video. Yeah, I think there's not too much there, and you know, that's the one thing. If a legend doesn't have movement, are they ever going to really fit in the meta? I don't know. Oh dear. Aww. Like, one tip I will give you that I've noticed myself is that if you're about to go into a fight and you have no shields, don't just pop your tactical and expect to get instant health. What will happen is during that initial charge up time, you'll get shot, the shield healing will cancel, and it just won't even work. That was awkward. It's almost like you want to be really sparing with it. I'm running in right now and just tapping the tactical on my teammates when they may not really need it. I guess the skill of Conduit is really just timing that, when to use it and when not to. Kind of like the good old days when, you know, when do you put your Gibby bubble down? Well, in that case, it was always when you absolutely needed to, otherwise you just keep it available. But now, we're like, quick, let's heal up Horizon, you know? But then again, that was a waste, because she could heal up, but there was no teams. Interesting. That's what I mean about, like, the potential of Conduit. You're not really gonna know until pros have got down that timing and communication and stuff, and then people will be like, oh wait, she's really good. That's my personal opinion. Heal, 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 heal. Go behind here, make sure. Ah, see it cancelled. Have to try and get inside. There it is. Healing up. There we go. Now we can beat this corner with a bit of health. Not much. All right, we'll just go upstairs and heal properly then. The new POIs are really fun TDM maps as well. Like just constant zip lines, close quarters action. It is super fun. I don't know how it'll be with double the amount of players. This is only half a lobby right now, but I think they're on the roof, actually. Okay. Down we go. Oh no, they have the traps! Ah! It can like, it has an orb area of effect, which is really hard. Come on, let's hide, get my heal up. Oh my god, put my ult down. This is crazy. I don't even know what's going on right now. Yeah, she's getting tickled! If you get stuck in the ult without realizing it, you're gonna have a bad time. Look at this, you can see like it's about to affect you. Really interesting. And if you go into the radius, then you kind of have like, watch this, right? We go into the radius. It affects us a little bit outside of the radius. That's a perfect time to heal Horizon. Oh no, maybe not. She didn't manage to get that away. Now would be. I wish I had my ult still. Ah. Oh, sorry. I wish I had my tactical. Once again, a great example of when you need the tactical. That's crazy. It is so much down to just knowing when to use it and when not to. And that's it. That is this most simple aspect of Conduit's abilities, really. Oh dear. Oh, I like that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll obviously take the wingman when I see it, but am I going to hit those punchy headshots or not? Who knows? Feels good, though. Feels good. Oh, let's help, let's help. See, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, I keep saying that's what I mean, but if I was communicating with my teammate and I'm like, quick, go behind cover a second, I got my tactical up, then we'd be sorted. But I just tap my tactical reactively and it does nothing for my team. That's the difference between a Conduit that's just starting the game and a Conduit who's been playing with their teammates for a long time. And that's why I think it's going to take a good few months before pro players really start to realize their potential. But right now, I've got my teammates Conduit passive on, but I don't know if it really matters because I'm in the middle of a fight. But yeah, that's my general first impressions of Conduit. All of my thoughts on whether or not she's going to be a good legend, whether she'll be a meta legend, and just her overall pick rate. My predictions are she's going to fall flat after like the first week of launch. She's going to have a really low pick rate until the pros start testing her out and getting the hang of her, and every pro player has her on her team, and then the pick rate will just skyrocket because of that. That's truly how I feel. She's not OP, she doesn't have any super overtuned abilities. Oh man, it does feel snappy though, doesn't it? Put that down. Oh, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I'm still getting slowed. Okay, fine. One more kill, nice. Alright everybody, well that's my opinions on Conduit. Thanks for watching, I'll see you all in the comments. Cheerio.